The Intermediate Life Cycle courses. Continual Service Improvement. Lesson 19. The Sample Exam. Welcome to Lesson 19. This lesson will provide you with some guidance about using the sample exams that are supplied as part of your course material. We'll be taking a brief look at the exam structure, marks allocation, how to sit a sample exam, and what to do next. As part of your course material, you are given access to 2 sample exams. These sample exams are vital for your future success with your live final examination. The sample exams will allow you to prepare for your final exam by showing you how the questions are written and giving you an illustration of what level of knowledge is needed. By analyzing your results in the sample exam to identify weak areas, you can target your revision to gain maximum value from all your training materials. Any trouble spots or weak areas will be clearly identified, and you can address these with additional study time and revision as part of your exam preparation. The intermediate exam structure may be different to any multiple-choice exam you have sat before. You will sit 8 questions in 90 minutes. There's a lot of time available for each question, as the questions are longer and more complex than on many multiple-choice papers. To pass the exam, you must score 70%, 28 marks out of 40. The questions on your intermediate exam will not be in the same format as your ITIL Foundation exam. Each question will not have 1 correct answer and 3 incorrect answers. Instead, from the 4 options available, the marks will break down as shown on screen. The most correct answer will give you 5 marks. The next answer, which is slightly less correct, will give you 3 marks. The answer below that will give you 1 mark. And the answer known as the distractor is worth 0 marks. So you'll need to pick at least 3 of the wholly correct or 5-mark answers in order to pass the exam. The other difference you'll notice in the exam structure is the inclusion of scenarios. Each question paper is made up of a set of questions and a set of accompanying scenarios. Each question will have a related scenario, and you'll need to read the scenario carefully to pick up any points that might influence the way you answer the question. Remember, these exams are testing your application of the theory, not just the theory of ITIL itself. When you sit the sample exams, you'll need to consider the following points: time management, differentiating between answers, and where is the distractor? Let's look at these in more detail. Firstly, let's take time management. You will have approximately 11 minutes per question. To make the most of your time, read the scenario carefully, then read the question. You will then be able to judge if any of the points in the scenario will alter your answer. Check your time as you go through. Don't spend too long on one question. Remember, you can always leave the most challenging question and come back to it during the exam. Feedback from successful candidates suggests that very few people run out of time in the exam, but you still need to manage your time carefully. Differentiating between the answers will also be a challenge. Try and spot the answers you think are worth 3 and 5 marks. Spend some time choosing between them and justify why you select the answer you do. You will then be able to compare this with the examiner's rationale, again highlighting any areas to revise. Each question is related to a syllabus section, so it's easy to see what you need to go back and study. Lastly, where is the distractor? Try and spot the answer that is obviously wrong. If you can cross this off, you're only choosing from 3 options, not 4. Again, make a note of why you think it's the distractor and compare your thinking to the examiner's rationale. You'll find the sample papers in your download area. Attempt one first and then check your marks. You may need to study more before you attempt the second paper. When you're ready to progress to your final exam, click the link in your learning portal. You'll be given all the information you need to book your exam through our examination partner, Loyalist Certification Services. At the end of the lesson, you'll see a one-question quiz. When you answer the quiz, you'll be able to download your course completion certificate. You've completed your Continual Service Improvement course. We hope you've enjoyed it, and good luck preparing for your exam. Don't forget we're still here to support you, so get in touch if you have any questions.